Hi everyone, my name is Keno and welcome to my channel. This video is one of my first videos that I've ever made on YouTube, and the idea behind this video came from a number of my friends starting to ride motorcycles, and I've seen that they have been struggling with certain things. And since I've been riding motorcycles for about 28 years, I've decided to start making videos on to introduce people to motorcycles to people and people to motorcycles. So in a way to show where everything is on a motorcycle, and how do we start a bike, how do we start rolling, where does the clutch catch, and so on. So the way I'm going to start this is I'm going to start demonstrating it on a motorbike. Now this here is a Yamaha XJR 1200. It's by no means a learning motorcycle, but it is a bike which I can use to show where everything is on a bike, and make it easier for those people who have never been on a bike to jump on a bike and start practicing. This here is the clutch lever. The left-hand lever is always the clutch lever. The right-hand lever here is the brake lever, front brake. This is the front brake. On the right-hand side here, we got the brake pedal, and the left-hand side here, we got the shifter. Now, to get this bike started, the most important thing, the first thing we need to do is ensure that it's in a safe working order. So what I tend to do when I'm approaching a bike, I look for leaks. That's the most important thing, because, for example, if there's a fuel leak, that can obviously create a big safety issue. So normally I just take a quick look on a motorcycle and see if there's any leaks. If there's no leaks, at the moment I can't see any. What I would do then is turn this key here, and we got the ignition on. Then what I would do, this light here indicates that the bike is in neutral. If the bike was not in neutral, it would be like this. So the light would be off. Now to get the bike in neutral, the shifter here needs to be, now it's in first gear. I know that because I put it in first gear. But to get it in neutral, we go one step up. And that shows, this light here comes on. That shows that it's in neutral. Now to get the bike started, when the bike is cold, we usually pull the choke lever here. This is the choke lever on this particular bike. Most new bikes have integrated, actually automatic choke. So you just press the button, start the bike, and it will be automatically on the choke. And once the bike starts warming up, it automatically goes back to normal working order. Now, to get this bike started, I will not pull the clutch lever because the bike is already warm. It has been started earlier. So in order to start it, what we need to make sure is this switch here, the kill switch, needs to be in the running position, which is the one here right there. Now, to get it started, all I need to do right now is press this button here, and it will start the bike. And I'm going to do that right now. Now the bike is started. Now, I'm not going to keep this bike running because this bike relies on air to keep it cooled down. What that means is some bikes have water cooling, and they can sit and run and not get overheated. This bike will probably get overheated if I keep it running for too long without moving. Now, what I would recommend to people who have never been on a bike before starting the bike and starting to move with it or ride it, I would recommend familiarizing yourself with the bike itself, and try roll it first before actually starting it and trying to ride it. Rolling, what that gives you, it gives you an indication on the weight of the bike and how the bike would behave. I would also recommend, like when you're rolling it, try hit the front brake, hit the rear brake, and just see how the bike behaves when you're braking. Now, once you familiarize yourself with the bike, what we need to do then is learn where the clutch catches. And we're going to get the camera to come on this side here, on that side there. And we're going to show on this bike where does the clutch catch. Now, the best way to do this is get the bike down off the stand, and we'll get it started. And the bike is started. Now, to see where the clutch catches, we're going to get the camera closer. And so the clutch is pulled in now, the bike is in first gear. Now to put it in first gear, as I said, it was in neutral. To put it in first gear, we pull the clutch in and put it in first gear, just like a car, very similar. Now to take off, or to see where the clutch is going to catch, I'm going to take my hand off the accelerator, just for the purpose of show. When I start releasing the clutch, we can see that the bike is starting to move now. So this clutch starts catching just there. just at this spot right there. So basically, for people who are just starting to ride, I would recommend not using the accelerator at all. Find a safe area, like a little car park or little road, secluded street or whatever, and just practice taking off like this and keep running without the accelerator. And once you get familiarized with how that runs, where the clutch catches and that, then you can start adding the accelerator in. And the more you practice, the better you will get at it. And just whatever you do out there, stay safe. I will be putting more videos on soon, but this was just this first one was just to test my camera and to see if everything turns out good with the sound and that. Thank you all for watching. Speak to you later.